What is happening, everybody? My name's BrightLife, this is my fancy shirt, and I need a microphone, but I'm thinking of going dangerous today. This video just got a lot more dangerous. Leave a comment below if you think I might accidentally cut myself while making this video. And today I want to talk to you about a leaked post coming out about Lord of the Rings Online's PvMP system. A new build has just been put out into the alpha. It's very secretive, but one of my great viewers actually leaked this and showed this to me, so I wanted to go ahead and show this to you all before it comes out on beta. So let's jump into it. Alright, so if you follow my channel, you'll know that I have made a couple of videos in the past couple weeks being a little bit critical about the PvMP system because it's been a very broken system on actually both sides of the coin. Individuals who go in on the free player side who have been up leveled to 140 have an incredibly low amount of health. Going off for my character, whenever I jumped in, I was at around 200,000 health, where a monster player that I just created was at 1.2 million health. Very, very unbalanced. And then, of course, on the monster player side, you're very, very under-leveled compared to the free players of your same class, but foiled on the other side. You see things all the time like a champion taking on 8 to 10 different monster players at a time because the free players are just that much more overpowered than the creep players, and so that's a big bummer. And so one of my viewers, shout out Chaparan, actually sent me this screenshot that I'm going to be walking through with you today. This is an alpha build that is only available to select development communities, and so I want to walk through what changes they're making, and though these may not make it to live servers, it certainly showcases their philosophy around PvMP and how it might be shifting a little bit, which is very, very exciting for us. So we're going to skip point number one because I want to come back to it, but first I want to walk through the rest of the updates because they're actually really, really positive. Some of the keeps have a little bit less guards, but they're actually a lot tougher, which I think is a cool change. Cool to see it experimented upon, but below that is where it's really, really exciting. You see, you can see updates to the war leader skills and spider pets. You can see all of those are increased. It's actually all of the skills have been buffed by a decent amount. Some by 25%, some by up to 100%. The war leader buffs are huge. Some spider weaver skills, some of the spider weaver skills below that updated as well. The warg stalker skills and trait challenges, wargs have been increased and buffed by a huge amount, with one of those actually being that stealth no longer reduces movement by 60%. That's a really, really cool thing because as a warg player, you feel like you are crawling when you're in stealth, and this actually gives you a lot more power on your end. Now the orc defiler, of course, also getting some buffs on their end as well, which is really, really exciting. And you'll see some of these marked out because I'm sure that as they tried them, that actually made the monster players maybe too overpowered. But from my end, this is exciting, and it's one of the things that I'm really passionate about as a channel, which is giving the developers praise when they've earned that praise. And so I want to just take a moment to say to the developers of PvMP, thank you so much for actually addressing this situation. What you'll notice about a lot of content on YouTube is that it comes in and just points out the garbage stuff, and this is the worst, but it doesn't really come back and say, hey, they made some big changes and they're really, really good. And so this is my way of saying, thank you for making these changes. You're trying to make the monster players more viable on the battlefield against those level 140s. And so to the developers, I say praise the devs. And if you guys follow them on Twitter, if you guys are following them on the forums, drop them a thank you for actually taking some time to improve the PvMP system. Because very obviously the PvMP system is just one zone and one type of play where most players are probably out adventuring in Middle-earth, doing their story, doing the raids, things like that. They've chosen to take a look at this broken system and they've chosen to address it, which makes me very excited. I won't lie to you that whenever I came into PvMP recently, I looked at it and I went, I don't know if these devs really care about this game, at least in this area, and maybe they're just going to let this part die. Not the case anymore. Very exciting to see that they're actually making changes, that they're taking first steps, and that's awesome. And so again, just as a way of saying thank you, praise the devs, it's an exciting, exciting thing. So really my call to you guys as a community, to devs that are very obviously listening, whether it being to my videos or just other general feedback on forums about this stuff, send the devs some love, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on the forums. Say thank you so much for at least investing into this, researching, trying to change some of the things that were broken, because this is the kind of stuff that will make this game last and build quality, so that when we get new players coming in with Rings of Power coming in early September, that we will see people stay play because, hey, this system is a little bit more balanced and there are a lot of people that just really love PvP, and so they'll grow up with this. So it seems like the devs are taking great first steps in this. They're doing some rebalancing, some shifting, and some changing. And I want to go back to the first point, and I don't want to be too negative about this point, but I do want to talk about it because I think it's very important. The first point says this: beginning at level 20, all free people classes can ride into the Ettenmoors, which is a huge thumbs up. I love that. Whether you're free or whether you're a paid player, at level 20, you can go into the Ettenmoors and start playing PvP. It's a great, great thing. Now, this second sentence does give me a little bit of pause, and there's a couple of interpretations around it. We'll just have to see how it fleshes out, but I do want to walk through those, okay? So the first one is, though you will be buffed to level 140, your experiences will likely be diminished compared to a fully fleshed out, true level 140 character. Now, there's a couple of interpretations of this. The first interpretation is that, of course, if you go in at level 20, you're not going to have all of your skills. You're not going to have everything that you were going to have at level 140. So 140 will be a better experience for you simply by means of you having all of the skills that you can have, you having a little bit better armor and some stuff that helps make you a little bit more powerful. And those skills make complete sense. As a level 20 new player, you don't want to throw them with, 30 new skills in their action bar, or else that will be overwhelming and they'll leave. But I do think it's really important to note that in the philosophy of this, we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We cannot say that if you get into the Ettenmoors, you're just going to be underpowered, that there's not really going to be any help for you in that power level space, because here's the problem. It takes a long time to level 140. And it's the same thing that goes on with a lot of other MMOs where they say, hey, you've got to play 100 hours until you have fun. Well, the reality is it's a really terrible game philosophy, because most casual dads like me will not play 100 hours before we choose to give the game a good chance. In the same way, it takes a long time to get to level 140. For me right now, I'm at level around 58. I have been playing slowly, but I've been playing kind of at a casual gamer's pace for around 2 months-ish. And what I think is really important to note is, if what they are saying here is in order for me to have a viable PvP experience with my main character, I have to spend, let's do the math, somewhere around 6 months to 10 months to a year to really experience that. That's really not a good philosophy. Most people are not going to give this that much time. Most people are not like me, actually trying to review it and try to really dive deep in the systems to help my viewers understand. Most people are going to go, no, I'm not even going to give this a chance. And for a lot of people, they want to have a PvP system to level up with. Me personally, for a great example, I was playing some Star Wars: The Old Republic yesterday, was having a lot of fun, and I just was loving the story, was really enjoying the gameplay. But then at one point I was like, you know what, I want to take a little break. Should I go do an instance or should I go do a PvP match? And I chose to go do a PvP match. And it was really fun to go in there with people that were level 40, 50, 60, where I was, of course, like a level 10 or 15, and actually have a fighting chance of playing. It was enjoyable to go in and be up leveled to the point where I could do it. I got some experience points, I got some conquest points at the end of that one, and now I feel like I've spent my time well. Now, if what your experiences are likely to be diminished in this post means is that, you know what, you're really just not going to have that great of a time until you're level 140 and deal with it, you're not going to have people play it then. That's just kind of the reality. People are going to try it and go, I'm not really powerful enough. Maybe if I played a 140 and I take the 6 months, I'll try to come back. But for most people, they're going to go, listen, if it doesn't have PvP as a way of leveling, there are a ton of other MMORPGs that have that, and so I'll just go over there and play one of those MMOs. And that's not what I want for LOTRO. I really like this game. It's a very enjoyable one, and so I hope that we see more and more people coming to play this, and I think that that's something that they should address. But again, the tone of this video is very positive. I'm excited about the changes that they're making. I'm not expecting them to make all of the changes at once. So what's cool is it seems like they're taking some time to take a real honed in look at the creep side of the PvMP system. And so what I'm hoping is they'll flip that over and take a really good look at the underleveled side of the free people's system. I think it'll all be really good in the end. I'm very, very excited to see what happens. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I always love reading those from you guys. Thank you so much for all of the kind support over the last couple months. It's been a great time to be a new creator here in the LOTRO community. I am going to be putting out some other videos on some other games soon. I hope that you guys enjoy those too, but I'm really, really hoping for a really, really good change in this space. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'm very proud of myself for making it through this video, by the way, without cutting myself with this knife. And I hope that you guys have an incredible day. Know two things, friends. You are more loved than you know, and you are so much more valuable than you realize. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you in the next one.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I want to let you know a couple ways to connect with me. First of all, we got an awesome Discord in the description. We've got a Patreon if you'd like to give to the channel and help support more video creation. And I am live on Twitch quite often over at twitch.tv/brightlifecommunity. Would love to see you there. Always love interacting on those live video streams. But I hope you have an incredible day, my loved and valued friend. Have an awesome one.